welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week the topic is Pay's favorite. So I have all my things written down in this book, and I'm going to list off a few, well, not a few, I'm going to list off some things in some categories, and then I'm going to tell you which one is my favorite in that category. So first, my favorite color. So my favorite color would have to be, I have two favorite colors, turquoise and light green. I'm not exactly sure when I started liking them, but I've pretty much been obsessed with these two colors since like middle school. When I first turned 16, like anybody who's been to my house know that my room was turquoise and green for a very, very, very long time. So it's actually quite weird now that my room is navy blue, gray, and white. But yeah, those are my favorite colors. So next, where is my favorite place to shop? So I'd have to say it's a tie between Forever 21, Fashion Nova, and Victoria's Secret. I'm just like really basic when it comes to the places I shop at, but I can put stuff together and make it cute. But I think Fashion Nova is probably my favorite out of the three because I can't really wear jogging suits to work anymore, so they automatically knocked pink down. And I always have a coupon code for Fashion Nova, but I don't always have a coupon code for Forever 21. So yeah. So what is my favorite food to cook? So I don't really know how to cook all that much. I really just know how to cook some of the things I really like, but I think that so far my favorite thing to cook is like tacos and rotel, just because I feel like those are just really easy to make, and it's like almost impossible to mess those up. So those would probably be my favorite two things to cook. What is my favorite movie? So my favorite movie, I have a few favorite movies. So Mean Girls is one of my favorites. Clueless is like my ultimate favorite movie. Notorious is one of my favorites. And I'm trying to see. Honestly, I like any movie with Lindsay Lohan in it. I was like obsessed with her. So yeah, those are like my three favorite that I think of. But I'm like a really good, doesn't even make sense. I'm a really big person on movies, so I'm always like going to the movies to see new movies. But anyways, that I'm getting off topic. What is my favorite TV show? So I currently don't have a favorite TV show. I don't really watch TV all that much. I used to be really obsessed with Pretty Little Liars, but then once that show went off, I kind of don't. Yeah, I just don't have a favorite TV show anymore. So what is my favorite thing to do? If I asked the old me that lived in St. Louis what my favorite thing to do, I'd easily say my favorite thing to do was to drink, because I went out to drink a lot. But now I say my favorite thing to do now that I live in DC is relaxing. Like, I just get so happy when the weekend comes, just because I know that I have a chance at relaxing and not having to worry about work or waking up early or responsibilities. So who are my favorite artists? That's pretty easy. Drake and Rihanna. There's like no wrong that they can do. Like, I love their music. I've been a fan of Rihanna since her second CD, and I've been a fan of Drake since So Far So Gone. So yeah, if they put out a project, whether people on social media like it or not, I'm gonna give it a listen and hear for myself, just because I've been supporting both of their music since their careers came out. What is my favorite restaurant? So my favorite restaurant in St. Louis would have to be The Best Steakhouse, just because I really like steak, and yeah, I just feel like they have really good food. But my favorite restaurant that's like anywhere is Red Lobster. Like, I love Red Lobster. I actually need to go to Endless Shrimp again before it ends. Like, I usually go to Endless Shrimp like twice or 3 times when it comes every year. So yeah. And I don't have a favorite restaurant here so far in DC. What is my favorite city? So I think it'll be a tie between Chicago and Vegas. Like, Chicago and Vegas are just like the two cities, like, I always get so over them once I like leave my vacation. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get home. I spent so much money in Vegas, or oh my gosh, like, I'm just over Chicago and this traffic. But then when I see other people going, I'm like, oh my gosh, I really miss Vegas and Chicago. So I think those are like my two favorite cities. I wouldn't live in either one, but I just feel like I always find new stuff to do in Chicago, and I always find new ways to save every time I go to Vegas. I went to Vegas in April for like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for like 3.5, 4 days, and I only spent like $200. Like that's amazing, because I went to Vegas before and spent $1,000, and it was just ridiculous. But always getting off subject. Anyways, what is my favorite candy? I'm not really a fan of candy. Like, I just don't have an acquired taste for it. But if I am eating some candy, it's definitely gonna have to be something sweet. I'm not a fan of chocolate at all, like at all. So I guess Gushers, Skittles, and Starburst would be my favorite, but I just don't like candy all that much. Who is my favorite celebrity? So in my head, Rihanna is my best friend. You can't tell me otherwise. She's my favorite celebrity. We're both Pisces. I just feel like she's just a carefree person. Like, she just doesn't care what people think about her. And that's pretty much how I am. Like, I don't ask that many people for advice. I don't care about people's opinion of me, period. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's why I'm always so happy and why I'm always laughing, because I don't have to look for other people for validation on why I do things. And I feel like that's how she is. So that's just why she's my favorite celebrity. My favorite Disney movie. So hands down, my favorite Disney movie is gonna be Aladdin. Like, I love Aladdin. I love all the songs in it. Like, I just love it. Like, if I actually was into dressing up for Halloween, I probably would dress up to be Jasmine from Aladdin. But then, of course, following up Lion King, I think that would be my second favorite. So yeah. What is my favorite holiday? So my favorite holiday is my birthday. I basically treat my birthday like a holiday every year. Like, anybody who knows me knows that I talk about my birthday starting on January 1st. And I don't stop talking about my birthday until March 31st. And my birthday is March 9th. Like, I always have something planned out big for my birthday, whether people want to come or not. Like, my birthday is just a holiday to me. And I don't even know why it's like that. It just is. But an actual holiday that's my favorite holiday, I have to say, is Thanksgiving. I don't know why Thanksgiving is just my favorite holiday. I guess because I just know I'm guaranteed to have some good food. I mean, we honestly eat good food in my house all the time, but I know for sure for Thanksgiving I'm gonna have some good food. What is my favorite thing about traveling? So I think for me, my favorite thing about traveling is sightseeing. Like, I always look to see if a city has a bus tour, just so I can do the bus tour and take better pictures than just walking around. But yeah, I'd have to say sightseeing is my favorite thing, just because I feel like I don't always know how to go about researching things to do in cities. So if I do a bus tour, I know for sure they'll take me on all the hot spots in the city. So what is my favorite animal at the zoo? I actually really don't like animals, but I love going to the zoo. Every time I go to a new city, I always want to go to the zoo. I love animals when they're at the zoo. I just don't prefer it to be around. I just don't want animals in my personal space. But I think that my favorite animal at the zoo would have to be the panda, and I really like the cheetahs and the lions. I just think animals at the zoo are just so much cuter than house animals. So yeah, those are my favorite. My favorite way to communicate. So now my favorite, well, I don't like texting at all. I had to get into a habit of texting once I moved, just because the hour time difference. But my favorite way to communicate is always going to be over the phone. Like, every Pisces that I know, and I'm not really like trying to do the whole big zodiac thing, but every Pisces I know talks a lot. They all talk a lot. So just being a fellow Pisces, I love to talk on the phone. I prefer to do that or FaceTime. But yeah, texting is just something I had to get used to once I moved. Favorite person you've never met? I think my favorite person that I've never met would have to be French Montana. Like I'm convinced that if I could date any celebrity, it would be him. And that's so crazy because all of my friends think that I will date Drake, but like I really wouldn't. Like I think Drake is really attractive and cute, but I like him more for the music side. Like I just don't know what it is about French Montana. I just feel like he would just make an awesome boyfriend. So like why is he not my boyfriend already? Let's see. I guess I'll answer one more question, and that'll be what was my favorite concert? So, of course, it would be easy for me to say my favorite concert was when I had first row tickets at Drake, but that actually wasn't my favorite concert. My favorite concert was actually the Kanye West concert. Like, my love for Kanye West is just something that people wouldn't understand if you're not a fan of Kanye. Like, I just had so much fun at that concert. It wasn't your typical concert. Like, no one opened for him. He didn't have a real stage. But the way his concert was set up, I just felt like I was just at a big party. And it was just so much fun to me. Actually, this coming up Friday makes a year since I saw him. Like, I don't know if I would go and see him again just because of all the stuff he's dealing with, and I'm gonna be mad if he walk off the stage in the middle of his concert. But yeah, I probably say that Kanye and Beyonce, of course, were my favorite concerts to see. So definitely don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned. I know this was kind of a long vlog, but I feel like all of my previous vlogs have been really, really short. So my next vlog topic is going to be life as a teacher. That one will be coming out in 2 weeks. Hopefully, fingers crossed.